It's true, guys. Oh, I am way too loud. Hold on. Check, check, check. There we go. It's true. I am bullish. We go to $169,000. Next stop, no resistances. Just straight moonshot. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's switch screens. What's up, guys? First of all, I know I've been a perma bear for a while. All right. And to my own demise. Let's get the music on first. Come on. Give me something good. Can you guys not hear that? Not too high. All right. So, okay, I was gonna go on a little fun little rant there, but I'm not feeling it. So, first things first, let's get serious. All right, let's get down to business. Let's say hello to everyone. Pratish with the shocked emojis. I know I'm here. Damn, we go into all-time high? Absolutely not. Well, that's not entirely true. It's possible, but you guys know what the position I've been holding for a while. All right, don't let the title confuse you. All right, I'm still cautious. Okay, can we still go to all-time highs? Possibly. I mean, we're as close as we've ever been. To me, that kind of spells a different outcome compared to what I normally would want to see when it comes to these cycles and how Bitcoin approaches the cycles. You guys know the halving's coming up in 2 months, maybe a month and a half, and usually price reacts a certain way around that time, and it's not until after the halving to where we can start to be a little bit more bullish. This could be a top. All right, let me explain why. All right, let's look at things from a larger perspective based off this and the trend of its entirety, at least this uptrend. All right, you guys know how I do things. If not, go check out the channel. We'll talk about the ABC method. All right, I will go over it if needed. But I feel like the majority of you guys watching today already know what the news is, or what I'm gonna say. Hopefully, if you know what I'm gonna say. So, this entire uptrend, it's been kind of, where you want to put the A wave. Is that really up for? I mean, you could put it that. Oh, actually, no, wait. Oh no, I'm blind. That is the A. That's the B. This is the C. All right. Within that ABC, this is the part I was talking about. You could put this as an A, B to a C up here. For me personally, I like the separation of this trend more. All right, so we got a completed first wave. I mean, there wasn't really much to this B wave here, to be honest. And then we have an A to a B to a C. Now, within that C wave, we have its own little ABC at the end of this wave. Where is it? All right, we have a nice little ABC top here. So, I mean, to me, all signs are pointing to a pullback. All right, we have a very, very nice. No, I wouldn't say it's the nicest, but we have a very clear sign that, to me, it's every ABC is pronounced on a larger time frame. We can go down and dissect every single move or every single little move, and it kind of adds up to the larger equation. And to me, this looks like it's almost done. Now, the only thing that would kind of stop me is if price just keeps going. Then we can go talk about the other possible outcome of what could be going on. But that's more of like a longer term macro perspective, which I guess we can go over here for a little bit. Let's see. So long story short, all right, we had a nice ABC on this correction here, right, with an ABC to form the top of the previous bull run. In my personal opinion, you can make an argument. Now, I don't like to play with these ultra mega macro timeframes. I'm not the biggest fan of going to like a 1 day, 2 day chart, zooming out and trying to, plot ABCs on a multi-year cycle or multi-year trend. But you could make an argument that To me, this would be the ultimate like fake out. All right, you get everyone excited. Maybe have price extend a little bit, but then we just go ahead and hammer the sell orders and proceed to put in a much larger ABC. I'm not the biggest fan of this just because, like I said, I don't like to dissect the ultra mega macro time frame, whatever you want to call it. But for me, this is just too big of a perspective to go on and off of. But definitely is possible. So we'll definitely have to keep that in mind if price is going to keep pumping to the upside. Now, it's unfortunate. I would have liked to see a pullback. Now, I'm not saying that we're not going to get a pullback. But you guys know my original thought process of this, of how this was, of how I wanted it to kind of play out. Going back to the downtrend here, ABC to an A. Ideally, in an ideal scenario, I would have loved to see something like this. All right. There's something I was calling for probably for a while, but especially up in this region here. So going back to like March. Wow, it's been a year. Almost a year. That's crazy. So yeah, back in this region, I would have loved to see some sort of ABC here where we get a lower low, fake everyone out to the downside, and then proceed to pump. At this point, it's very hard for me to stick to that idea that we're still gonna get a major we're gonna get a major swing to the downside till we put in new lows. So I'm not gonna be too excited or looking forward to that idea as much. But what we can talk about is understanding that we need a pullback, guys. We need a pullback. Now, to where that pullback can go is up for debate. In my personal opinion, the biggest level that sticks out to me is like 25K. Maybe you could make an argument for testing the previous resistance as support. You could make an argument for that. I'm not the biggest fan of doing that, but I can't deny that at this point, this area of resistance is definitely nothing to skip over. As you can see, it became resistance turned into support, flip, resistance, flip, resistance, and now it looks like we might have to come back down and test the support. So 32K, 31.6, 31.5, that's a solid area for I would like to see price to go ahead and find support at and at least test to the downside. But if we do not get a correction here soon, I have a feeling we're going to save that for the all-time high, and it might be bigger than we might expect. We could still go to the all-time high and come back down and still come down and test those areas around 32K. That would be a really nice pullback. But I'm on the side of, especially now, that I think that we're going to be looking for something like this, right? You guys knew we drew our ABC off of this trend. To me, this can complete a one possible continuation or continuous A wave. Once we get a nice separation, a nice break of the trend, then we can go ahead and test areas of support. All right, so let's just say hypothetically we go ahead and test 32K for B wave, and then I before I go to the next step, I just want to let you guys know this can take a while. All right, this can take a couple months. Let's just draw it there just to be safe. All right, and then we can start our aggressive move to the upside. I wouldn't, this is not my ideal scenario, but I would be okay with this. I would be okay with this. So for me, what my game plan is, I've accumulated spot down here. I've been accumulating on the way up, but I would like to get my full positions somewhere in this region here and definitely save some for a new low just in case. But that's my game plan going forward. I'm going down to the smaller time frame. I'm not going to spend too much time on this just because we are currently above, all right, a previous resistance. So to sit here and say that price is going to go ahead and just reverse right now is kind of naive. We can definitely have room to shoot more to the upside. If you want to look at resistance levels based off of previous trends, we can go. There's nothing really around until like 59K, 59.4. So theoretically, if price can stay above our current resistance now or our previous high, then we can definitely have room to go up and test 59.4. But to be honest, I'll just have to wait and see. My ultimate main bearish pivot, if we do lose the momentum and we do start to trend to the downside, and we continue to remain below around 49 150, that's going to be a much larger potential bearish pivot in my opinion. That's something I'm willing to take a spot position on. Now, if you guys don't know, I haven't been using leverage in a while. I really don't plan on it, just because I want to get accustomed to playing with spot. So maybe like 8 to 10% stop loss. All right, and then let's say target 32, 31.5, 3.5 risk or 3.5 R&R. Not the worst, not the best, but that's my ultimate bearish pivot, is around 49 150. We can get back below and sustain below that. That's going to be a possible sign of reversal. So yeah, that's my TED talk, at least when it comes to BTC. But how you guys doing? Look at my YouTube. Okay, I'm here. Okay, so let's take a look at other coins. If you guys have any questions or anything, don't be afraid to ask. We're just kind of just hanging out, doing our normal TA. Need to find better music. This is fine for now. Okay. So let's see. Let's go to. We haven't looked at. Where's ETH? What did I draw for ETH? I don't know where this line came from, but ETH is in a similar situation. All right, we go down to 1 hour. I don't know where this line came from. All right, there's really no significant ABC on like the 1 hour, 2 hour, up in this trend at least. But, you know, once I kind of zoom out a little bit on the 2 hour, you guys can see there's a very nice separation and trend here that gives us a nice ABC pattern here. So if we do trade back below 27.18, that's going to be a bearish area of potential reversal. But I'll mark that out. That's something I'm probably going to be playing. It does get down to it, but you know, same thing with ETH. I have spot bags. I've been accumulating down in this region for a while. So it's nice to see it, but at the same time, you know, it's not an ideal scenario. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But going back to previous trends to see what the prior resistance levels are. I mean, we really don't have anything till about 35.84, 35.85, depending on what exchange you're looking at. And then after that's 48.67. That glare. I can't really change that right now. Let's take a look at LTC. Not doing much. I drew this a couple days ago. LTC is not really doing much. You guys want me to take a look at something? Let me know. XRP also doing nothing. ADA's got that big pivot above at around 68.48. Philip, how you doing, my friend? No worries, we're just getting started. How you doing? Let's take a look at. All right, SPY hasn't really been doing much. Same thing. I need the SPY to get below 480 in order to be bearish, but right now it's a no man's land, so it can do whatever it wants. We took your calf. I took it off for Thish. We're changing it up. We're changing it up. Cut my hair. I was like, let's change things up for 2024. So we're giving it a shot. Philip, Johnny, what if BTC break all-time high? Would that invalidate ABC? No, I don't. I mean, well, which one? Which ABC? Will invalidate these? Potentially, yeah, most likely, yes. Well, but what we'll have to do is recognize that. Let's just start from zero. All right, if BTC breaks all-time highs, you can theoretically draw this ABC. I am not the biggest fan of looking at ultra multi-year trends or multi-year not cycles, but multi-year ABCs. I'm not the biggest fan of that. You theoretically can. So this is something to look out for if we do break all-time highs. All right, we would need price to sustain. All right, we would need price to sustain above 70K. If we get above the 69.4, whatever this level is, let's do 69.850 just to be safe. All right, once you get back above previous all-time highs, theoretically, if price does sustain below, all right, we can get a much larger possible correction to where I'm not exactly too sure where that can go. But theoretically, the prior ABC that we looked at, yes, it is possible that we do go ahead and we can invalidate this one, but we'll have to look at a possible bigger one that's forming. At least until the halving. Because what can happen is let's just take a, when's the halving? All right, it's around April 24th. Oh, I was just right on it. Let's just see here. All right, if we get to a scenario to where BTC does pump above the halving before the pump above the previous all-time high before the halving, we'll most likely get a scenario to where price will probably correct around that time. When was the previous? May 11th. Okay. So we would need to see some sort of, I would say, major correction before the halving. So if we do pump above all-time highs, but we get a nice, I don't know, what's a nice correction here? I don't want to say this entire thing. I'm just going to go based off of this one for now. Say 60, let's say 60% to be safe. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go to 92K, but let's just say like we go to like 75. You know what I mean? We can still retrace 60% and touch that previous resistance at around 31K. So, I mean, it depends. If we go down from here, let's say this is our high. All right, 60% is still 21,000. 50% is around that support level, around 25K. So we still have room to dump 50, 60% before the halving. Then we can proceed to establish supports, let price consolidate, test potential future resistances or supports if whatever it wants to go. Let it establish itself, and then we can start talking about a possible longer-term bullish trend. But we're just not there yet. So we can go past new all-time highs theoretically, but that doesn't necessarily change the course of the plan, in my opinion. We'll just have to approach things a little bit differently and just kind of see where you should possibly consider buying the dip if we do get a significant dip, which I think should happen. It should happen. If it doesn't happen, then it's going to be different than previous cycles. And based on my opinion, what I've seen in the past, all right, off of previous trends, there's always been a significant dump. July 9th, I'm curious. Even here, like this was right around the halving. All right, it wasn't to the same extent. Still a 33% dip. So it's always around that halving time that we get a significant correction before we go ahead and actually reverse and go to the upside. So it's just a matter of when. If you guys don't think we're going to correct at any time, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're in the wrong game. Johnny, I switched from ABCs to pivot points recently. There are more opportunities. I have no idea what that is. You admit. Where did you learn that from? Pivots, highs, and lows. What, like playing ranges? Yes, ranges. Okay. Yeah, I mean, playing ranges aren't a bad thing. Depending on the scenario, like, it's kind of in the scalping territory, but as long as you understand that trade to range until it breaks, look for pivots, it shouldn't be that bad. It should be a decent strategy. Daily time frame is more promising with this strategy. I mean, it depends how you're using it. But yeah, I can see. DXY hasn't been doing anything. Still in this range. Now, if you guys weren't here for the last stream, pretty much the DXY, in my opinion, has two different possible moves at the current point of time. Either we come back down, do something like this, so break above that pivot, or we break below this pivot and then reverse from there. So at this point, it's just figuring out which way it wants to go. One thing I noticed that the index broke the high. I wonder, did Coinbase ever break? No, Coinbase did not break the high. I have something I haven't looked at in a while. I was just saying, why does this look really good? Link's got that ABC pivot. Technically, it'd be this. I'll definitely check it out, Ubit, though. I've seen people do similar things, but all right, BetaBot, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Doing good, my friend. Let's see. Can you look at Bonk? I have no idea what that is, but let's take a look. This kind of looks like a shit coin to me, but let's see. All right, so these lows, so basically what I'm looking at is two different things. Either this or this. But to be honest, those lows are so close to each other. Yeah, I mean, that's not that much of a difference. So basically, you would want to look for price potentially to come back down to this low. If that doesn't happen, I could possibly say that everything that I see here looks... I mean, maybe this is an A to a B to a C. That's possible too. I'm not too convinced of that, but I'll mark that level out. The next thing I possibly see is this. But I don't think you should be buying this right now. There's no real opportunities at the moment. Yeah, those are the only two levels I would consider buying. We have a possible bear setup here. Let me change these to green. Yeah, so basically the green lines are bullish pivots I would be buying at. The red ones are potential short positions based on the possibility of coming back lower. But I really don't see anything else. Many of the Forex prop firms are going down. Yeah, I've been kind of keeping up with that, Pratish. Was so busy working these days. Okay, thanks. No problem, my friend. No problem. Yeah, there's been, I mean, that's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. Hopefully, funding, I'm not going to say that. Hopefully actually I will say, hopefully Funded Next gets it. They can go kick sand. But yeah. Beta bot, no problem, my friend, no problem. Oh my God, we're still pumping. She's going for it. Oh, the TA said Bunk could hit 0.01. Not sure if that is possible. It's 0.146. Yeah. Yeah, that's that's a long way. Yeah, that's this is a shit coin. Yeah, to say point, yeah, that's a little too much. Do you think it can happen this cycle? I don't think it could happen ever. I don't know. To sit here and think that, at least ask me that a shitcoin can go, what is that? I mean, maybe, hey, you never know. But I would not be putting any serious amount of priority on that. So 0.0146. So 10, 100, 1,000, 1,000x. Come on, BetaBot. It's a little bit too much. Wait, is this still the same coin? Wait a minute, is this the same one? Why does this look different? Why am I getting so many different charts? I mean, what was the percentage from down here? You see that was a nice pump. But to say that this coin's gonna do it again? Some list late. Okay. Yeah, but to say that it's gonna keep doing that. From where we are now, we would need to get to like that's a big percentage. 1,000x. I wouldn't hold you. Hey, if you want to gamble, because that's a gambling coin. If you want to gamble on that, sure. But I would not put any serious amount of money or emphasis on thinking that that coin is going to be able to do something like that. It's just not realistic. So remember, we're kind of in limbo right now, so BTC could go up to 59K. Thanks for letting me know. No problem, my friend. No problem. Stopped out short, damn. I gotta rest now. Hope to catch you in the future. Definitely BetaBot. Good to see you. It's a tough time to short. Like, it's a really tough time to short. Long for 4,700. Really? 40,700? Awesome, dude. Nice, man. That's an awesome position. Bit low. The cycle has broken. Who's this guy? Who is this guy? What's up, Drew? How we doing? The cycle has broken. Listen, I definitely can say it's different. You know, I hate to say it. Like, I wish. You know, this is bringing me back to this point of price period, like this point of price action, right? Where we just did nothing but pump almost the entire way up. We had nice one pullback, one opportunity, and boom. Did we go out and take out that preview or that high before that? So it's possible that we could get something similar, just on a bigger scale. Why is it playing the same song twice? You know, we could be in a situation where price pumps. You know, we don't really. We form a nice trend down, nice trend up. We might have maybe one good break. I really wouldn't consider this the break of the trend because we kind of just went sideways. I don't like how we just went sideways, but just because I don't like something doesn't mean that it can't be the case. So possibly you want to consider this as a possible rest or the break of the trend. But we just kept going. All right, maybe we have to go ahead and break new all-time highs before we can crash. Now imagine. I want you guys to just imagine something. Imagine we do this again. Or maybe not that, but maybe we do something like this. All right, so you see how price formed a three-wave correction down, like this nice little ABC here. All right, and within that C-wave ABC. All right, same thing here. What if, guys? All right, and then we kind of, you know, it's not as pretty, but just speculating. All right, what if we have to do something like that? I don't know, maybe get something like this. Who knows? Miss you, bro. Hope all is well. Yeah, Drew, we're doing good. Okay, so the light's been a little busy recently. But, you know, like I said, I made a promise. Told you guys I'll do my best to get back in the groove of streaming, which, you know, today was a perfect day because, you know, stuff's going on. And of course, it happened to be on the nicest day of the week. I didn't really get to do much outside today. Yeah, it's like 55 degrees where I live. It's supposed to rain the next 2 days. Oh, wow. Oh, this weekend's going to be nice. Spring is coming. Wyckoff. Yeah. Possibly. But what if we're just playing a bigger pattern of this? Where we go ahead and form a new high, get people excited, and then we... Oh, imagine. Now, I'm a little... I mean, when I look at this from a pattern perspective, this wouldn't surprise me. I need to sneeze. Hold on. Nope, we're good. We're good. Okay. But if imagine we get something like that to where we form it. I know there's ABCs all over the place, and this is a little bit congested. Now, bro, what if we just get a bigger version of this? What if this is the bigger version of that? And instead of dumping, you know, 77%. I just have a hard time believing maybe 77% will take us right back down there. I don't know. This is a lot of just speculation and guessing at this point. Until we get an actual... Now, like I said, I mentioned this before on the last stream. You know, my perspective has shifted ever since we kept pumping. You know, I'm more on the side that I don't think we're going to be putting in a new low anytime soon. I would like to see this end and give us a nice ABC. Something like that. Maybe something like this. Who knows? All right. From there, I'm going to be buying. All right. I'm probably going to be buying based off of... Instead of playing the actual ABC, I might just buy based off support levels. Maybe, you know, going something like that. Depends. I really don't know. You could just get something like that. Simple as that. But this is something I would like to see. The fact that we haven't gotten a serious correction yet is just the fact that we just, you know, we're just doing this. I feel like I was saying the same thing back in this period. All right. In my head, back when this was going on, we had one serious correction, nice ABC, and that was it. So just like in this period, we could be getting something similar to where we just go ahead and break new all-time highs, get everyone excited, and then dump it to hell. We need to test 31K area. Maybe they need retail money to FOMO and before the dump. Yeah, it's always how it's always worked. You know, you need to create FOMO. In order for big players to move in and out of positions, you need the market to create fear or FOMO. All right, that's the two major deciding factors of how whales get their money in and out of the markets. All right, you need to create these waves of FOMO and waves of fear in order to scare people or to get people excited, get them to jump in. Their buy orders or their orders will fill your orders. So, for example, like let's say I'm the whale. If you guys are FOMOing, I'm waiting for the perfect time to get enough volume to sell. Vice versa for the opposite. If enough people are selling, it's enough to fill my orders in order for me to buy, to create a momentum shift. So Real promo begins if we break all-time high. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree with you. You know, I really didn't want that to be the case, but you know, if we do get to that all-time high, I'm probably gonna be selling. I'm gonna sell, and I'm gonna wait for I mean, I don't even know how big that pullback's gonna be. Imagine if like that's it. That would be pretty intense. Maybe we get the bull run early, and then we just dump till then. Imagine we get the bull run early. Imagine we just keep going into 120K, 130K by the time the halvening hits, and then we dump post halvening. That would be crazy. It's all speculation, not financial advice. Just enter this short on BTC. Could be a good scalp. Let's see. Let's see, Joe. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I just have a hard time shorting right now. We're in no man's land. A short below 52. Yeah, I'm personally waiting till 49. This setup here is just too small for me. That's just too small of a setup. It's a good indication that, you know, we could start to fall, but right now we're in no man's land. Price can reverse here. We can go all the way above 59K. Looking at pivot high 52K on 27 December 2021. We're going back. This one? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. It is an ABC on the 1 minute. Remember, guys, zoom out. Oh, Maddox almost there. You see Nikai. I have no idea what that is. GPN 225. What is that, Drew? Inform me, Drew. Oh my god, we're pumping. ABC no work. Oh, Japanese Dow? No, I haven't seen that. Is that the ticker? Oh, it just blew past its resistance. Wow. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, okay. Wow. Imagine if you bought this in 1990. It took you, it took you 34 years. That's crazy. Wow. I mean, for the yen's sake, it better keep on cruising. I'll tell you what, though, that was an amazing buying opportunity back in, what was this, 2009? That was a phenomenal buying opportunity. Yeah, 400% gain. Wow. Known as the lost decade. Yeah, gotta come down. Yeah, it should. I saw something the other day on Twitter. That, like, on a lot of different currencies, like BTC, absolutely. Oh, maybe not here. Wow. It's so weird seeing such a big number. I think it was... No, what is the... There's like there's other currencies that... The euro? No, the euro's not there yet. There was, I think it was the Turkish... What's the Turkish currency there? Sky Knight, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. What I miss? Nothing much. I went over... Well, I mean, I went over the levels. Right now, BTC is in kind of no man's land. The harsh reality of, you know, what's been going on. I personally believe that what I didn't want to happen might be happening. What I mean by that is I talked about this maybe a couple times in the past. One of the biggest things I thought could happen is, imagine if this was a giant A to a B to a C. Right? In my opinion, now that this is, you know, forming, and if we keep going at the rate that we're going, we're probably going to break new all-time highs probably within the next month. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I put that in the wrong spot. So imagine if we break all-time highs. Imagine if we break all-time highs before halvening, get people excited, create FOMO, and then boom, just dump it. That would be wild. So it's either, if we don't pull back before all-time highs, I have a very hard time believing that we're gonna sustain new all-time highs. Now, another theory is that maybe the bull run starts early. That could be another thing. Smoke. 'Smoke. What's up, Dolan? 'Smoke. 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 'Smo Japan at 225, 225% GDP. The lira, yes, the lira. I'll check that out. Early bull run before a recession. It could be a thing. The TRY? Yeah, that's what it is. No, that's not the right chart. No, that's not it either. Yeah. So like the Turkish BTC against the Turkish currency, Turkey, whatever currency, the lira, against the Turkish lira is mooning right now. So yeah, it's possible that, like I said, I don't want to believe it, but the closer we get, the more I think that we're possibly going to be forming some sort of fake out above the all-time high. Get the liquidity before the dump. Yeah, that would make the most sense. But that's if we pump, if we don't put in a pullback before the all-time high. If we put in a nice 40-50% pullback before then, Dolan Shaw, good friend of mine. What's up, Dylan? Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Do appreciate it. When you gotta come bowling, dude? Triple top. Yeah. What I was explaining before is that this area price action seems familiar to what is going on right now. All right. So we go ahead. This is very similar to this. The structure. All right. What I mean by that is you look at how this played out. AB to a C with an ABC within the C. Same thing. ABC with an ABC within the C. All right. So now we might be getting something similar with this move here. A to a B to a C. All right. Instead of a actual like more natural correction like this one, we just got some sort of flat, which I hate flats for the life of me, but they do happen. All right, maybe we're getting something like that, and then we need the C wave to end with an ABC. So, what if this is happening on a larger scale? Who knows? I really don't know. Dylan, how'd you find out I was live? Maybe you saw the stream, my streaming mode on Discord. It's possible. Let's see. Is there a large Elliott wave forming or something? Triple top? Possibly. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's been a while since I've been on my Elliott wave. But if I had to guess, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. It's my opinion. I'm just trying to like put the ideas out there and see what possibly could be going on. And like I said, if we don't see a nice correction now, I'm gonna be convinced that we're gonna create FOMO up here and just dump it. So I'm personally gonna I'm not gonna sell a lot of my bags. I'm gonna sell a little bit just in case. You still using prop firms at the moment? Not really. Oh, come on. Sorry, I ordered something on Amazon. I hate when they do this. Oh, wait, what? Oh, never mind. I ordered something with the expectation it was going to be here today because that's what they said. I thought they pushed it back to tomorrow. So with prop firms, there's like a big thing going on with like regulations. I'm not too familiar exactly, if someone could correct me on this. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the payments, like how they're getting paid out or how they're paying people out. I think there's a problem with that, like payment processors. If there's something else, I really don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it too much, but me personally, I kind of just stopped using Forex for a while. I'm going to wait till this blows over. I don't know how long it's going to take. And plus the strategy itself that I've been using just hasn't been doing too good. So I haven't checked on that in a while. Well, I haven't checked since last stream. I still have the sheet. Yeah, I still have the sheet. Okay, so finally a win. Yeah, so the strategy just hasn't been doing that good recently, so. Did you see Phantom's latest video? I did not. When did he post it? Oh, I made 6 figures from trading in 2023 and decided to quit. I'll watch that. I'll watch that after stream. You guys see Phantom's recent video? He quit trading to focus on his AI business. I knew he fishy. Why would you say he's fishy? He probably makes just as much money, if not more, doing that. And it's more consistent. Like that should be the goal for all you guys. As much as I love doing this, as much as I think trading can make you good money, it shouldn't be a full-time thing. Now, I do it because I mix content creation with there and I have other stuff going on, so I'm able to work with it. But the reality is you guys shouldn't be aiming to be full-time traders. You guys should be able to take the money you make from trading and invest into other things. And then basically build up a collection or build up a nest of different sources of income. So I don't blame him. I'll watch the video after this, but do you guys see, you want to know something that's been bothering me? I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'll talk about this a little bit more in detail in the video. So CoffeeZilla has his own like second channel called Voidzilla, where he does like more frequent responding to certain things or more frequent updates on certain things he's doing. And I don't know if you guys have seen this. So basically there's, one of those trading gurus out there who got exposed by CoffeeZilla years ago. And then this guy, I don't know who he is. Oh, I don't know if you guys don't know who he is. His name is Spencer Cornelia. He went to his house, tried to expose him in person, and he actually posted the video. Spencer didn't, and it didn't go as well as everyone thought it was gonna be, or it wasn't good enough in Spencer's eye, so he didn't release it. And they went on this whole thing. And the one thing that I can't fucking stand with these YouTubers who don't understand trading. Yes, is this guy a scammer? Most likely. There's a lot of ways to manipulate certain things. I'm not going to sit here and go too far into the details, but the one thing I can't fucking stand is when these guys say, If you can sit there and make money in 30 minutes to an hour, why can't you do that for 8 hours a day, every day? Well, I wanted to get nasty, but I'm not gonna get nasty. It's because if this guy is legitimate, let's just take my case scenario, right? Opportunities don't come from me every day, right? Sometimes it's once every 3 days. Sometimes it's once every week. Sometimes it's once every 3 weeks. I can't dictate exactly how often I can trade my strategy because it might not fit the criteria of me entering a trade. So one thing I can't stand with people who don't understand trading is that they think, well, if you could just do this every day or every hour, you'll be a trillionaire. Like, no shit, but that's not how it works. Yeah, that part didn't make sense, but I just assume they don't know how to world trading. Yes, that is true, and I just And I'm not gonna lie, some of the things that kid said in his videos were legit. One of the biggest things that surprised me is he always says less, when he was responding to that, is less is more in trading. Understanding that you're not trying to get every single, I forgot exactly how he said it, but he basically said the words less is more in trading, which blew my mind, surprisingly. Because usually people are trying to chase every single little move, every single bit of price action. And that's how you end up losing. But I can't stand when these big platforms try to call out traders or try to go after traders and use that as an excuse. That's just not the case. You don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. I just do it for fun. I have my full-time engineering career. Crypto is just a way to shoot my shot and making a little bit extra money. And that's how it should be, Sky Knight. You guys, I understand for some people, like myself, I never had that backbone. I never had something stable for me to rely on a consistent source of income. I've always, ever since I was probably 2021, I was always out trying to do things, make money, because for me, college just wasn't for me. I like doing this stuff. Being able to, in my opinion, I'm not smart enough to become an engineer. I'm not smart enough to become a scientist. I'm not smart enough to pursue more advanced careers like that. So for me, and I knew in order for me to make it and be successful in the way I want to do things, I have to branch out and try as many things as possible. Even to this day, I'm constantly trying new things. So, trading should never be a full-time thing. It should be a part-time thing. You guys should have other things working for you, other things going on. I would never, ever, unless you have millions of dollars and you want to do this for fun, and you're okay making a little bit here and there, sure, go for it. Because if you have millions of dollars in the bank, or you have $1 million to saved up for trading, odds are you probably don't have to work. So. All right, it's getting close to that time, like an hour and a half. So we're gonna get Wordle going. It's that time of the stream. Trade school, bro. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's like my dad, he's a superintendent at an apartment complex. He knows how to do a little bit of everything. He's a little bit of electrician stuff, AC and heating, plumbing, and I probably should have done that, but I don't know, just wasn't my thing. Just wasn't my thing. And I recommend, if you guys are in a place where you don't know what you want to do, or you don't know where you want to go in life or what direction you want to take, definitely don't do what I do. Don't do what I did. Take up a trade. Let's see. Okay, so we got 4 letters. Trade school gave you the foundation for engineering. That's good, yeah. Noted. Unless you're sure you want to do trades, don't do it. It'll eat away at you. That's also true. Look, at the end of the day, guys, my life advice, even though I'm still young, is I've just seen this from kind of observing other people. One of the best ways you can learn from mistakes is to learn from other people's mistakes. There's a balance between happiness and money. All right. If you are pursuing money, you're most likely not going to be in a situation where you're going to be happy. If you're pursuing happiness, you're probably not going to be in a position where you're going to be making a lot of money. There has to be a balance between. You have to make enough in order to survive. You have to set yourself up. Like, to be honest, my goal in life is I would love to have whatever investments I have going on, whether it's real estate, index funds, etc., a combination of whatever. I would love to just make maybe a little bit above like the average income, if not maybe in the 6 figures passively for the rest of my life. That's like an ideal scenario. I know it's a scenario for a lot of people. But I'm not doing this and other things to become a millionaire. I don't want that. I want somewhere in the middle to where I can make money to where I can live, have maybe 1 or 2 nice things, a place to live, and just live life. It's always, you guys always want to shoot for whatever makes you happy, right? But just keep in mind that you can't have both most of the time. There are situations where you can have both, where you can have money and happiness, but a lot of the times you're trading one for the other. This is what I've seen. All right. So TONE. Wow. Well, I shouldn't have done stone because obviously E wasn't in the right spot. Okay. What do you guys think? What's up, y'all? 55K, y'all. What's up, Johnny? Clap show. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, did we touch 55? Oh, we're just about to touch 55. Often? Oh, that's a good one. Nice. Nice, Sky Knight. Good job. The answer was often. All right, guys. So, a quick little recap. pretty much, I mean, I said this, I talked about this last stream too, but to me, this is still the only place I'm willing to short at. All right, if we continue to push higher, fine. Possible conspiracy theory going on to where we might actually potentially put in new all-time highs. If that is the case, there might be a generational fake out, right? Once in a lifetime fake out. I could be wrong. The severity of it can vary. But to me, if we are going to cross up here before the halving, the dump prior is probably going to be massive. Like we might still go ahead and revisit 32 to 25K, even if we break 70. So just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to scare anyone. Just kind of putting on an idea of what is possible. Understand that the market likes to move in a way that creates the most pain. The market takes the path of most pain. So just remember that. As long as you understand that, things never go up or down forever. There's got to be breaks in between. So as long as you understand where the supports are, where resistances are, knowing where the market can go, taking possible positions at those levels, you guys will be all right. For me, I'm not as worried this time around because, unlike this scenario here, I'm ready. I'm ready for price to go ahead and reach these highs. I wasn't trying to short every single little top, unlike what I did in this period of time. So I'm happy at least I was able to not give in to the bias that I had at the moment. So definitely a learning lesson for me. Well, this was a learning lesson for me, but putting that into practice has definitely been paying off. So I've been buying spot around here. So for me, it's been a win-win. Not the ideal scenario, but we got to make of it what we can. So really do appreciate it, guys. If we continue to go on this aggressive uptrend, I will be back. Actually, this week, you know what? I don't have any jobs this week. I'll do this. I'll stream twice this week if I have nothing going on. The next stream might not be as long, but I don't think I have anything going on this week, surprisingly. So I'm gonna have a little bit more time in my hands, so I'll check in maybe Thursday. That's gonna be the goal. See how things are going. Talk about more updates. Let you guys know what's going on, what I think, if things change. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna do my best to kind of be a little bit more consistent in the near future. Starting off at least once a week, maybe twice a week. But I promise, I'm gonna hold myself accountable. Unlike last time where I just left you guys with empty promises. So I really appreciate you guys coming back. For those who always been here for me since the beginning, I really do appreciate you guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and say goodbye. Sky Knight, Joe, Clap Show, Drew. Let's see. Umit, Betabot left. Prathish, if you're still here. Philip. But if anyone else is here and you didn't say hello, I really do appreciate you. Looking forward to see you guys on the next one. Like I said, probably sometime later this week. If not, definitely next week. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, be good, be safe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.